Okay friends, we're going to be accessing the radio panel. This is a 2003 Toyota 4Runner SR5. Most of the 2003 through 2009 Toyota 4Runners have the exact same configuration, so this will work to access your stereo system as well. So this is my buddy Scotty. We're going to be doing this. This is his first time. I'm going to be walking it through it so you can see how easy it is for anybody to get in here. All right, let's get this started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, and actually to get to the radio, you have to pull up your entire center console. So Scotty's going to lift up the center console piece, and you're actually just with your hands going to grip the sides of this thing, and it will pop right up. It's hooked in with a couple clips, and a couple in the front, a couple in the middle, a couple in the back. You can see he's just gripping it. Now, there's two connectors that are right underneath here that need to be taken out. So there's this blue one that goes to your downhill control nozzle or knob, and basically there's a little tab on the side of that you push in and pull out. There you go. And the white one is going to work the same way. That goes to your cigarette lighter. And again, there's just a little tab. This one's a little bit harder to get to. You have to push that down and pull out. There you go. And that'll release. Okay, next thing is to take your little compartment here, push it open, and pull it right out. It's just hooked in via friction with these little knobs here on the side. Pretty easy. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take out this piece, and again, it's connected with just a couple tabs. So you're going to grab the sides and you're going to yank straight up. And it's slotted in here a little bit funny, so you have to kind of watch and make sure you slide that out, move it over to the side. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is access the temperature gauge panel and pull that out. There's a little screw right underneath the your defrost button, and you can unscrew it with the number 10 or a Phillips head. The number 10 actually socket just goes right around that nut as well. And so you're going to pull that right out. I usually put the screws and things right in my cup holder to keep them handy. Okay, once you have that out, accessing the temperature control panel here is fairly easy. It just feels a little bit shaky when you get in there, but basically you have to get in with your hands underneath here, and you're going to actually pull out. And there's another couple of clips there. So you pull out on the bottom, and then you have a couple more tabs up top that you have to pull out. And again, it sounds like you're doing a lot of damage. You're not. These clips are just in fairly tight. Now there's a single, one more of your clips that you're going to have to undo, and the tab's right underneath the wire harness that's going in there. Push that little tab in. There we go. Pop your temperature gauge over to the side. Okay, now basically you're beginning to see where your the main screws are holding in your radio. But again, to get this bracket out, we have to take off the main control panel. Now, this is held in by under the steering wheel column as well. And so there's two screws. There's going to be one right here and one on the other side. Again, using that number 10 socket, we're going to go ahead and unscrew those two and pull out. Basically, you're able to pull this down. First thing too, you're going to want to do is take off your little steering wheel ring, and we're going to put that in the cup holder as well. Okay. All right, so Scotty's loosening up the left one. Again, number 10 bolt, and then we'll unscrew the second one. All right, here's the second one over to the right. Again, just below the steering column, and you're going to pull that one out. Okay, now basically once you have those two screws down, you can actually pull your steering column portion out and down. Again, it's held on by a couple of clips. It's going to rest just like this. Again, you don't need to take off any of the clips on this one. You're actually able to access this front panel now just simply by doing that. All right, next thing we're going to do is take out one more bolt. You can see it right there, that guy. Go ahead and get in there with our number 10 socket set. This is a little bit tight to get to, and we're going to unscrew that guy. Okay, last screws to be able to pull the front face off are going to be these two that are right below the stereo. Again, number 10. Loosen those up and pull them out, and that should release our face panel. Okay, next is to go ahead and use a little bit of force again, and this face panel is held in by a few of those same clips. You're just going to gently tug on either side of those. Up top, and in the middle there, and that face is going to slide right out. Now there's a couple of clips holding this in. One goes to your back window controls. Same thing, push down that little tab and pull those out. There's one, and the second one is attached to your hazard lights. Actually, sorry, Scotty's going after the four-wheel drive or four-wheel low controls. So pull that one. And then the third one is going to be right behind here on your hazards. So you need to pull that one off as well. You're going to wiggle this free. Again, down below here, it's set in kind of funny, and so you have to wiggle it just a hair over and make sure that pops out okay. And there we go. Okay, we've basically accessed our radio now. We're going to go ahead and remove this one as well. For those of you who are replacing your stereos, you can follow these methods, or if you just needed to access your radio, this is again how you do it. Okay, the next piece is just to remove these two screws. There's one on the other side, you can see it one right there, and the second one is on the other side right there. Again, number 10, and remove those screws. Okay, that's all you need. We should just be able to slide this old radio right out. Again, remember, it's going to be connected to your speakers, so be careful not to yank too hard. And we're going to go ahead and remove the 3 clips that are used for power and the sound to the speakers. So remove that, and also remove your antenna wires. There's a couple of them that are going to be over to the right there, and those will yank just straight out. And there you go. You've now removed your radio.